For years, seafood has been touted as a cornerstone of a healthy diet, especially for seniors. It's often praised for its high protein content, omega-3 fatty acids, and perceived low-fat profile. However, what many people don't realize is that not all seafood is created equal, and some varieties can actually be detrimental to health, particularly for those over the age of 60. The truth is, certain types of seafood contain high levels of cholesterol, heavy metals, and inflammatory compounds that can accelerate joint pain, elevate blood fats, and even contribute to heart disease. Worse yet, these risks are often overlooked or downplayed by mainstream health narratives, leaving seniors unknowingly exposed to harmful dietary choices. The seafood industry is a multi-billion-dollar global enterprise, and its influence extends far beyond supermarket shelves and restaurant menus. Many of the most commonly consumed seafoods, such as shrimp, scallops, squid, and imitation crab, are among the top exports in the world. These products dominate senior diets under the guise of being healthy options, but in reality, they may be doing more harm than good. Over 99% of seniors have no idea that their seemingly nutritious seafood selections could be silently sabotaging their well-being. The real danger lies in the fact that the aging body processes food differently, making seniors more vulnerable to the negative effects of cholesterol, toxins, and processed additives found in these seafoods. While the industry continues to promote these foods as essential components of a balanced diet, independent research paints a different picture. Scientific studies have uncovered alarming links between certain seafood consumption and increased risks of heart disease, chronic inflammation, kidney damage, and even allergic reactions in older adults. Yet this information remains largely absent from mainstream discussions about nutrition for seniors. As a result, millions of people continue to consume these seafoods without realizing the potential consequences. In the following sections, we will explore the 4 worst seafoods that seniors should avoid at all costs, backed by peer-reviewed research and expert analysis. Squid. A cholesterol and purine-trapped squid, often enjoyed in dishes like calamari, may appear to be a lean and protein-rich option, but for seniors it presents serious health concerns due to its high cholesterol and purine content. Just 3 ounces of cooked squid contains approximately 198 milligrams of cholesterol, which is over 65% of the recommended daily intake. For younger individuals, the liver can efficiently process dietary cholesterol. However, as people age, their bodies become less effective at regulating cholesterol levels. This means that even moderate consumption of squid can significantly raise blood cholesterol, increasing the risk of arterial stiffness and cardiovascular complications. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that older adults with high dietary cholesterol intake were 43% more likely to exhibit markers of arterial stiffness and had a 31% higher risk of heart-related events. These findings highlight the dangers of consuming high cholesterol seafood like squid, especially for seniors who already face an elevated risk of heart disease. Imitation crab, a processed health hazard. Imitation crab, also known as surimi, is a highly processed seafood substitute made from minced fish paste, starches, sugar, salt, and artificial flavorings. Despite its misleading name and appearance, imitation crab bears little resemblance to real shellfish in terms of nutritional value and health impact. For seniors, this product poses significant risks, particularly when it comes to blood sugar spikes, excessive sodium intake, and exposure to potentially harmful chemical additives. Unlike fresh seafood, which provides essential nutrients and beneficial fats, imitation crab delivers a cocktail of refined carbohydrates and preservatives that can negatively affect metabolic health and overall well-being. One of the primary concerns with imitation crab is its glycemic impact. A 2020 study published in Clinical Nutrition found that surimi-based products cause a rapid spike in blood glucose levels, comparable to that of white bread. This is largely due to the inclusion of rapidly digestible starches such as tapioca and wheat, which quickly convert to glucose in the bloodstream. For seniors, particularly those with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes, frequent consumption of imitation crab can exacerbate metabolic imbalances, leading to energy crashes, weight gain, and an increased risk of cardiovascular complications. The same study reported that older adults who consumed surimi-based products 3 times a week experienced 2.6 times higher insulin levels compared to those who avoided them, underscoring the metabolic burden. In addition to its impact on blood sugar, imitation crab is alarmingly high in sodium. A single serving can contain over 700 milligrams of sodium before any additional condiments, like soy sauce, are added. High sodium intake is a major contributor to hypertension, a condition that becomes increasingly dangerous with age as arteries stiffen and kidney function declines. Excessive salt consumption can also trigger fluid retention, headaches, dizziness, and other adverse symptoms in seniors who are more susceptible to electrolyte imbalances. Furthermore, imitation crab often contains monosodium glutamate, MSG, a flavor enhancer linked to adverse reactions such as nausea, headaches, and digestive discomfort in sensitive individuals. These combined factors make imitation crab a poor dietary choice for seniors seeking to maintain stable metabolic health and avoid unnecessary strain on their cardiovascular system. Scallops, a silent cadmium threat. Scallops, often regarded as a delicate and sophisticated seafood choice, conceal a hidden danger for seniors: their high cadmium content. Cadmium is a toxic heavy metal that accumulates in filter-feeding organisms like scallops, making them particularly prone to contamination. Unlike pollutants that vary based on environmental conditions, cadmium buildup in scallops occurs naturally as they extract minerals from seawater. Once ingested, cadmium poses a significant threat to kidney function, especially in older adults whose filtration capacity has already declined with age, according to a 2022 study published in Toxicology Reports. Even a modest serving of scallops can provide up to 1.8 micrograms of cadmium per gram of tissue. To put this into perspective, the World Health Organization recommends a maximum weekly cadmium intake of just 7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. For a 70-kilogram individual, consuming just a few scallops a week could bring them dangerously close to this threshold. Over time, cadmium accumulates in the kidneys, progressively impairing their ability to remove waste from the bloodstream, ultimately leading to protein leakage in urine, elevated blood pressure, and reduced energy levels. Shrimp, a major contributor to arthritis and heart disease. Shrimp, one of the most widely consumed seafoods globally, poses significant health risks for seniors, particularly in relation to arthritis and heart disease. One of the primary concerns is its exceptionally high cholesterol content. Just 3 ounces of shrimp contain approximately 180 milligrams of cholesterol. For older adults whose livers process fats less efficiently, this level of cholesterol can drastically increase the risk of arterial plaque buildup and cardiovascular complications. A 2021 study published in Circulation followed 8,700 adults over 60 and found that those who consumed more than 300 milligrams of dietary cholesterol daily had a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 24% higher risk of coronary heart disease compared to those who consumed less than 150 milligrams. These findings underscore the dangers of regular shrimp consumption for seniors, as even a single meal containing shrimp can push cholesterol intake past the recommended limit. Beyond cholesterol, shrimp contains tropomyosin, a muscle protein that is notoriously difficult to digest, especially in older adults with weakened digestive systems. Tropomyosin is the primary allergen responsible for shellfish allergies, and studies show that new sensitivities often develop later in life. A report from the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that nearly 14% of new shellfish allergies in seniors developed after the age of 65, with reactions ranging from mild gastrointestinal discomfort to full-blown anaphylaxis. Even for those without outright allergies, undigested tropomyosin can cause gut inflammation, worsen irritable bowel syndrome, and contribute to chronic digestive distress. Additionally, shrimp contains chitin, a fibrous compound found in its exoskeleton. Although typically removed before consumption, small fragments often remain in the meat, leading to bloating, gas, and intestinal irritation in seniors with compromised digestion. Sea cucumber, a natural joint rebuilder. Sea cucumber, though unconventional in appearance, is a powerhouse of nutrients that can significantly benefit seniors, particularly in repairing joint damage and reducing inflammation. Rich in collagen-like compounds and potent anti-inflammatory agents, sea cucumber has been scientifically proven to support joint health, improve skin elasticity, and alleviate pain associated with arthritis. A 2020 study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences found that daily supplementation with sea cucumber extract led to a 35% reduction in joint pain and improved flexibility within just 12 weeks.